on, guys? Welcome back to another brand new Division video. Today's Thursday, which means we have the state of the game, which is basically PTS like week 3. I'm just gonna read it straight off the website for the note wise for you guys. I watched the stream and then I realized halfway through it like it was a rebroadcast because I slept until like 12 o'clock today. So I just canceled off the stream and just went to the website and found the patch notes. So if you guys want the patch notes, I'll put them in the link in the description for you guys so you guys can go and watch it, because I think I might end up missing some stuff or end up just forgetting to read some stuff. So if you guys think I missed something, which I probably most likely will, you guys can go in the description. You guys will find the link to the full patch notes. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to slap a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already, and yeah, guys, there's gonna be something you guys are gonna shit your pants about like I did when they talked about it. And make sure to let me know down in the comments below if you guys are happy about this, what they're doing, or if you're not. But you guys will have to wait to see what I'm talking about. So starting off with the full patch notes, everything that I'm going to be talking about right now is all having to do with Last Stand. So until I say I'm done talking about Last Stand, all this is with Last Stand. So they started off saying that basically everyone was saying the time to kill for people that were down. So when you get killed and you're sort of just crawling in down mode, everyone was saying that it was too long. So they actually engaged in that gunfight sort of dimension of the game, and they made it so that the downed health state for your health when you're down is 50% less, so you're going to get killed twice as faster than in PTS2, they said. Also, they said another issue in Last Stand is the scarcity of medkits as a whole. So before, I think if you died, obviously you have 5 medkits, but if you died and came back alive, I think you only had the 2 medkits. Now every time you respawn after you die, you get refilled to 5 medkits again. Also, this is a pretty big one, I think, not that I've ever played the PTS because I don't have a PC that's able to play it, but they did actually say they lowered the health of skills in the Last Stand to make them easier to be destroyed. And those were 50% health reduced in Last Stand only, so these are the support station, turrets, and Seekr mines. So those are basically the 3 most used skills, I would probably say. Normalization, they actually did do some changes to normalization. They reduced the armor mitigation from 50% to 70%, back to 35%. So it was 50% before, then they raised it to 70% in PTS2, and then PTS week 3 they changed it down to 35% to sort of balance out the skill fights and whatnot. Armor will now respect talents and skill buffs. They did also say that major and minor bonuses are no longer normalized and apply in normal gameplay. So basically whatever the gear you have on is basically what you're going to have. It's no longer going to be min and max and whatnot. But one thing they did change compared to other PTS is they basically flip-flopped them, are the weapon stats will now rule at the maximum that they can possibly be. So they gave an example would be marksman rifles with headshot damage. Those will be maxed out as high as they can possibly go. Personal score, they reduced the amount of score earned from healing his teammate by 50%. Like I said, I've never played it, so I didn't know that you get all these bonuses and whatnot, but it's basically just sort of like playing any other FPS shooter. Reduced the amount of score from additional additive kills, so headshots, low kill, explosive kills. And they also reduced the score earned from assist and nearby capture points apparently too. They did also add a mercy rule. So it says, tune the mercy rule to begin activating when there are 8 minutes left in a match and there are no more than a 7,500 point spread. The mercy rule will also defer triggering if the team is losing, is currently scoring at an equal rate or greater rate than the enemy team. Or than the winning team, I should say. Spawning, they also did some spawns. Apparently everyone was spawn trapping people that killed them. They just run into their flag or their spawn and they just watch them spawn and shit on them again. They did say they designated some home spawns so that you spawn at a different spot every single time rather than just spawning at that same flag and just getting absolutely annihilated over and over again. So that's good for that, I guess. Some game changes. They did actually, like I said before, they changed the armor cap to 35%. They also reduced the PvP modifier by 21%, so that's from 0.58 to 0.46. I'm not really sure how much of that applies in PvP. Okay, actually it does PvP. It does apply in Dark Zone and the Last Stand, so everything it applies in. Also, it says medkit cooldown was decreased from 15 seconds back to 12 seconds, so it's basically just what it was before. Now you don't have to wait the extra 3 seconds, it's just what it is right now for any other update. Alright, so now we've talked about basically everything they talked about for Last Stand. Now we'll go on to actual like game changes. First off, they did actually reduce the damage modifier from 21%, which is basically a 0.58 to 0.46. I'm not really sure how big of that reduce that is, but it does say it applies in Dark Zone and the Last Stand game mode. Medkits, they changed the medkits back to what they were before. If you guys didn't know, they changed the cooldown from using medkit from 12 seconds to 15 seconds, reverted it back to 12 seconds from 15 seconds. Also, apparently some people must have been crying about this. Wouldn't be a big deal to me, but if you guys did not know already, you couldn't reload your gun while sprinting or running or rolling. They implemented that back in the game, so you can basically do that again. Also, I was kind of disappointed about this because I was looking to go for builds with this, but they did actually lower the cap back down to 60% to damage resilience. You know, I was really looking to go for a build that just had straight damage resilience at 90%, which was the max. Just never really get hit by turrets or never really get hit by fire or anything, or Seekr mines or anything. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen though anymore. Onto weapons, they changed some stuff for weapons as well. First off, Provident, the talent, says the last bullet of the magazine deals 10% more damage. I think it was 15 before, or 12, or 16 I think it was. It was 16%, now it's 10% instead of it says 60%, but I don't think that might have been. I don't really use it that much. Caduceus, they implemented a 0.2, so 0.2 second cooldown in between each heal proc, so in other words, the healing effects from multiple Caduceus in the group will no longer stack. It only healed by one person at a time. They changed the unique talent so that it heals 1% of the user's skill power instead of 1% of just their general health. The Medved, I don't even know, I think that's how you say it, Medved, they reduced the stagger from the damage. The Tenebrae, its talent now has a 10-second cooldown, so every time it gets procced you have to wait 10 seconds for it to cool down. Big one was the Historian. If I'm correct, I believe before it balanced it off of your electronics. Now it's going to be balanced from your firearms. So basically what it does is the explosive damage will now equal 500% of your user's firearms. So if you have like 5,000 firearms, I don't really know what that equals out to be for DPS, but if you have 5,000 firearms on your build that's active and you use the Historian, it's going to do 500% of whatever that is. So basically it said if you pick up a Historian, it's going to have like 150 DPS, not 150k, just 150 DPS. When you multiply that by the 500%, whatever your firearms is, if it's 5,000, equals to be like 25k. So and here's the big one, guys. I'm literally like shaking my hands right now, but they actually removed Seekr from the game. They said they're not really sure what they're going to do about it yet, if they're going to change it or try doing something, but right now they said they're removing it completely from the PTS and the game/update when it comes out. Reclaimer, they did also make one change to this. They lowered the range from 50% to 30%. Nothing really too crazy about all these other ones. First aid, they increased the first aid by 15%, the heal. I thought it just didn't really do anything, so they increased that. Pulse, they did some pretty big, significant pulse changes too. They reduced the impact of skill power of crit hit and crit hit chance, or damage I should say. So the crit hit chance is increased by 20% and the damage is reduced by 11%. Mobile cover base cooldowns are increased by 33%. Cluster mines, all mods cooldown increased by 13%, and the stagger effect has been removed. Oh, I'm happy about that. Nothing really crazy other than that. The sticky bomb disruptor now detonates with no delay. We already talked about the support station. Its range was increased by 25% from 6 to 7.5 meters. Legendary, it says they added one checkpoint to each legendary mission, and they also added more guaranteed consumable drops on LMBs, PCs. Vendors, and I almost forgot about this, good thing I seen this. Loot and vendors, they increased the Phoenix credits cap from 2k to 5k, so you can hold 5,000 Phoenix credits instead of 2,000. The turret, it says all mods skill power increase, impact on health reduced, and all mods except shock base health reduced by 25%, and also the range was decreased from 35 meters to 25 meters, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, guys, that's basically everything. If you guys want to see some stuff that I might not talk about, those minor things, you guys can check it out. It'll be in this link in the description for the full patch notes. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys. Catch you guys in the next video tomorrow. Peace out.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me.